Hello and welcome to devlog number 7 of Cloverskar. In today's video I'm going to share with you a couple of smaller updates I've made since the last devlog, so if you have any feedback, please let me know what you think down in the comments. So the first thing you might notice that's a bit different from the last time is the new improved UI. Some of the features I worked on since the last devlog needed to show certain information on screen, and since all of my heads-up display was already placeholder, I didn't want to pile on more placeholder graphics on top of it. So I decided it was time to finally rework the in-game UI. So as you can see, the HP and mana displays are now completely different, with HP being displayed through these clovers, keeping on brand with the name of the game, and the mana display being done in a completely different way from before, with these white circles each representing a portion of mana currently available to the player. The initial idea was to have something like a progress bar to display how much mana the player has, but through this redesign I actually discovered how much I don't like progress bars. They are very good at displaying information quite well, but I think they kinda lack the elegance and minimalism that I'm trying to achieve with the UI of this game. I think this approach still gets the information across quite well, as the player can just quickly glance towards the corner of the screen and see how many mana circles there are. One thing that's important to note is that the circles don't instantly go from 0 to 1 to 2, but instead they gradually fill up and increase in size depending on how much mana the player currently has. So it pretty much functions just like a progress bar, but instead of having just one continuous line that's filling up, I am dividing the line into separate circles. Now you might have noticed something in the heads-up display that wasn't actually there before. There are now these three diamond-shaped boxes at the top of the screen. In the last devlog, I talked a bit about how I'm planning to add some combat-related abilities to spice up the combat before adding some new enemies. So my idea was, when the player successfully lands a shot on an enemy, a counter goes up for a total of 3 consecutive shots that the player needs to make. So here I added some ladybugs with infinite HP just to showcase what I'm talking about. So as you can see right now, the squares at the top of the screen are completely empty, and when I land a shot, one of them is going to fill up. And this needs to happen 3 times in a row. So as you can see, if I miss a shot, they're going to reset. But if I happen to hit an enemy 3 times in a row, I'm going to trigger a special attack. But as you can see, when I hit the enemy for the 3rd time, I don't immediately get the special attack. I wanted to add another layer of challenge, so I added this precision challenge here with this bar where you need to fire a shot when the white line enters the green area of the bar. And if I can actually do it. So if I charge the bow while the white line is in the green part of the bar, I get this special attack where the player begins to glow green. I added this effect to kind of add some tension to the special attack, and if I let go, I get this cool green arrow. For now, I haven't yet decided exactly how powerful this new attack is going to be, because I'm probably going to be rebalancing the stats as I'm adding new enemies. But I'm guessing it's probably going to be 2 or 3 times the power of the regular attack. Speaking of special abilities, there's one other thing I added in this update that's pretty much a staple of Metroidvania abilities, the heal ability. So it works just like you would expect. You press the heal button, at which point you're unable to move, jump, or attack until the heal is done, unless you want to cancel the ability, of course. So this way the player cannot spam the heal and tricky fights to brute force their way through. Instead, it's important to wait for the perfect moment where the enemy allows you to take a couple of seconds and replenish your HP. With the heal ability now implemented, I needed to create a way for the player to actually unlock the ability. And I didn't really think it would be significant enough to add as a reward for beating a boss. So instead I wanted to place it somewhere in the world for the player to stumble upon. So I created this object that's going to represent these smaller upgrades and items that the player can pick up. And if I approach, I can press the use button and I'm going to pick up whatever ability is tied to this object. I am going to create a screen that's going to come up and inform the player what upgrade was actually picked up, but I'm going to leave that for some other time. So while I was trying to figure out where in the world I want to place the heal ability, I came up with this enemy that I'm going to place to prevent the player from reaching the heal upgrade before unlocking the super attack. So this guy's going to be immune to normal attacks, and the player is going to have to utilize the special attack in order to defeat him. But I'm going to talk more about this in the next devlog when I have something more concrete to show you. So, as always, if you want to support the development of this project, you can head over to the Steam page and add the game to your wishlist. And be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss the future devlogs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.